Hello, and welcome back to Wells Family Journey. I'm Damien. So, today, once again, we are back in one of my favorite spots in my house, my kitchen. So, today, I want to show you how I make one particular meal for my family. If you're curious about what I'm about to cook, but you probably already know because you read the title to the video, but any which way, stick with me. I'll be back after these brief seconds. All right, so welcome back. So today we're going to make chicken parmesan. Now, I am not talking about the deep fat fried chicken parmesan, but we're talking about actual homemade chicken parmesan from boneless chicken breast. All right, so I'm going to reposition my camera and show you all the ingredients that I bought today. Be right back. All right, so welcome back. So here's what I ran to the store today to get, because I just didn't have enough things at my house. But I probably did. I just didn't feel like going in the cabinet and getting it. So, chicken parmesan from homemade from chicken breast, okay? So I went to Walmart because that was the closest place. I hate buying groceries at Walmart, but it was closest, and I didn't feel like driving all the way to the other Winco area. So I got the biggest chicken breast I can find. So this one was about $13. Then we got some mozzarella cheese here. I don't know if you see that, but we got some mozzarella cheese. And I got some fettuccine noodles because I'm going to put some noodles on the side with this dish. And we got some cheap tomato sauce. I know you guys are like, why in the world am I buying cheap tomato sauce? Because I like to do a base, then I add my seasonings to it to improve and enhance the flavor. And I got some petite diced tomatoes to add to the texture of my tomato sauce. So this is going to be a two-part series. I don't want to say series, but a two-part video. One, because my camera just doesn't have enough power to film this whole entire process. And two, my kitchen wasn't clean when I got home. So what we're going to do, we're going to open up our chicken breast and we're going to rinse it off, okay? So I'm going to do that off screen. My kitchen has been cleaned, so it is ready for me to cook. So what we're going to do, we're just going to put chicken in the sink, chicken breast in the sink, and rinse it with some cold water. I guess I should have showed you this, but y'all know how to clean chicken. And you don't clean it with soap. I know you have videos going around YouTube of people are clean. So people are trying to clean their meat with soap. Don't do that. That's nasty. Make people sick. All right. So I rinsed one of my chickens. And right now I'm looking for a Ziploc bag, which I can't find. So I'm going to use a shopping bag. Excuse the noise if you hear it, but my dishwasher is going in the background. But I'm basically just going to show you how I do this. Now, to get the best flavor out of your food, you should always marinate your meats. So that's pre-seasoning it and letting it sit overnight, 48 days, 3 days, however you want to do it. But like I said earlier, I got the biggest chicken breast I could find. So this was a pack of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for $13. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to half all my chicken breasts. So basically, I'm getting about 12 to 13 pieces of chicken from one package. So there you go. See that? Nice and easy. Make sure you have a very sharp knife when you're doing this, okay? Now, normally I use a Ziploc bag, but I couldn't find a Ziploc bag during filming. But I'm going to basically show you what I'm going to do with all the chicken breasts. All right? Stick with me. Be right back. Stop recording. Okay, so I got all my chicken breasts sliced up. I went from this bag to this bag. Still couldn't find any gallon-sized Ziploc bags. Normally we have like hundreds of those in this house. So what I'm going to do is use my vegetable oil. I got my seasonings that I'm going to use, minus the fresh ones I'm going to cut in my garden later on. We're going to do some seasoned salt, mozzarella chicken seasoning, granulated garlic. I love granulated garlic. I don't like messing with garlic powders or onion powders. I always like granulated. Some Italian seasoning, okay? So what we're going to do, like I've made this thousands and thousands of times before, so I understand my measurements. But man, I love flavorful food. So I'm going to use about, I'll say, a good 4 or 5 tablespoons of my Italian seasoning in here. Okay. I'm going to do about the same amount of granulated garlic. Alright. About 3 tablespoons of my mozzarella chicken seasoning. It's got salt in it, so you gotta be careful. And some of my seasoned salt. I'm gonna do about not 2 tablespoons. It's gonna be a tablespoon and a half of salt. Okay? So you wanna be careful with salt and peppers when you're cooking. Remember, you can always add to your food, but it's hard to take away seasoning. I'm going to do some oil, vegetable oil. And the reason why I'm using vegetable oil is just to get my seasoning evenly distributed in my Ziploc bag, or my plastic bag today, amongst all of the cuts of meat in here. Okay? Now, this is pretty much how I season all my meats. Especially when I'm doing like barbecues at the house and stuff. A little bit of oil, put them in a Ziploc bag, season them up real good, and if I'm home throughout the day, I'll just go in there and move them around a little bit more, and just make sure that every cut of meat has seasoning on it. And then I'll just stick it into the refrigerator and let it marinate for about a day or 2. Shoot, one time I let my meat marinate for a whole entire week. Oh, see? Got a hole in this one. So, that's why I got 2. Always double bag, Actually, yeah, I can stick it in this one. And I'm going to stick it in that one. Make sure none of these juices and seasonings drip out inside the refrigerator. But that's pretty much it for seasoning the meat. And like I said, this is going to be a 2-part video because it is getting late here. It is going on 7 o'clock today. And yeah, I just don't feel like trying to cook till 8, 9 o'clock at night. So we're going to stick this into the bag, stick it in the refrigerator. We're going to let it sit for about a day. Let's see, so today is, I don't even know what day it is. But I'm going to get back to it within about 48 hours. And I'm going to show you the rest of my cooking process, okay? Alright, we'll be back in a couple hours.